Welcome to iEdu, a cloud-based school management system that helps schools manage students, staff, academics, finances, and communication all in one platform. In this video, I'll walk you through how to start a free trial, register a school, and begin managing your entire school online. Homepage. Let's start from the iEdu website homepage, where schools can learn about the platform and explore its core features. To start, we go to www.iedu.ng. The homepage highlights major modules such as student management, finance and fee management, academic management, results and grading, attendance tracking, staff and HR management, communication tools, transport management, computer-based testing. For schools that want to get started immediately, the process begins with the Start Free Trial button. Start Free Trial. Getting started with iEdu is simple. From the website, just click Start Free Trial or visit www.iedu.ng/register. This begins the onboarding process where a new school can register and instantly create its own school portal. School registration. The first step is to enter your school information. You'll provide details such as school name, school logo, your preferred school subdomain, official email and phone number, school type and location, full school address. This setup creates a unique online system specifically for your school. Admin account creation. Next, you create the administrator account. This is the main account that will manage the school system. Simply enter first name, last name, email address, phone number, and a secure password. Once submitted, your school trial is instantly activated. School login. After registration, the system redirects you to your school login page. The login page is already branded with your school name, school motto, and school logo. From here, the administrator logs in and gains access to the full iEdu dashboard. And just like that, your school's digital management system is ready. Dashboard overview. Inside the dashboard, everything is organized to make school administration simple. This central dashboard gives administrators a complete overview of school operations. Academic session. To set up a new school, you start by creating the academic session. For example, the 2025-2026 academic session. Click on the Create Session button and fill in the session creation form and the session name, start date, end date, and set it as the current session. Submit the form to create a new academic session. You can return to the dashboard and follow the school setup steps. Start by clicking on step 1, which is add a teacher. Adding teacher. Let's take a look at staff management. Within the HR module, administrators can add both teaching and non-teaching staff. Simply enter staff details like title, first name, middle name, last name, email address, phone number, gender, date of birth, address, state of origin, nationality, employment details, for example, qualification, specialization, designation, etc. For teaching staff, the system automatically creates a secure login account, giving them access to manage their classes and activities. After adding a staff/teacher, the next step is to add classes. Here, the administrator creates the class structure for the school, making it possible to organize students properly across levels and arms. This is a key foundation because students, subjects, assessments, and fees all connect back to these classes. Step 3 is to add subjects, for example, mathematics, English language, etc. In this step, the school enters the subjects that will be taught and managed within the system. These subjects can then be linked to classes, teachers, assessments, and results. Step 4 is to add fee type. This is where the school defines the different payment categories it wants to manage, such as tuition, development levy, exam fees, transport fees, or any other custom fee structure used by the school. With these core setup steps completed, the platform is now ready for full use. Next step is the students module, where the school manages all student records. Inside this section, administrators can add new students to the system. To register a new student, click Add Student to open the student registration form. Here, the school admin can upload the student's passport photograph, which helps create a clear digital identity for every student in the system. Next, the admin enters the student's personal information, including first name and last name, gender, date of birth, blood group, genotype, nationality, state of origin. Additional information such as contact details, address, and guardian information can also be captured to maintain a complete student record. The administrator then assigns the student to the appropriate class. Because the classes were already configured earlier, the system automatically connects the student to the subjects and teachers assigned to that class. Once the form is completed and saved, the student becomes part of the school's digital database. Assigning subjects and teachers to classes. Now that we've created classes, subjects, and students, let's link those subjects to each class and assign teachers for them. To do this, let's go back to the classes section. Here, we can see the list of classes that were created earlier. To configure a class, click Edit. Inside the class configuration page, we can now assign subjects to the class. This ensures that each class has the correct set of subjects it will be taught during the academic session. For each subject added to the class, we can also assign the teacher responsible for it. The connection between class, subject, and teacher becomes the foundation for many other features in iEdu, including attendance, assessments, result computation, and CBT tests. CBT module. Another powerful feature of iEdu is the computer-based testing module, which allows schools to conduct digital assessments directly inside the platform. To create a test, the admin or teacher navigates to the CBT section and clicks Create New Test. Here, the admin defines the basic details of the assessment, including title, description, class, subject, teacher responsible for the test. The system automatically displays the appropriate subjects available for that class. Next, the administrator sets the test parameters, such as test duration, passing score, test start date, test end date. Once the test configuration is complete, the questions can then be added to the test. These questions are stored and delivered digitally to students when they take the exam. When students complete the CBT test, the system can automatically evaluate the answers and generate results instantly. This helps schools conduct faster, more secure, and more efficient assessments without the need for paper exams. Exam type management, detailed walkthrough. Next is exam type management, a critical component of the academic setup. This is where the school defines the different assessment categories that make up its grading system. The administrator opens the exam type management section and creates the different exam components used by the school. For example, the school may define items such as first test, second test, continuous assessment, midterm test, examination. For each exam type, the school can specify how it should be handled within the result structure, including the score limit or the weighting assigned to that assessment. This is what allows iEdu to calculate student performance correctly based on the school's own grading format. So instead of using a one-size-fits-all structure, each school can set up its own assessment model exactly the way it operates academically. Once exam types are created, the system is ready to use them for score entry and final result computation. Result management. After exam types have been configured, the next major workflow is result management. This is where academic performance is captured, organized, and prepared for reporting. Inside the result management section, the admin or teacher can work with results based on the appropriate session, term, class, subject, exam type. Because the earlier setup has already connected classes, subjects, teachers, and exam structures, result entry becomes much more organized. Teachers can enter scores for students under the correct subject and exam type, while the system uses the configured grading structure to process the results accurately. This means the platform can support a structured result workflow instead of manual spreadsheet calculations. The result management module helps schools to capture student scores properly, keep assessment records organized, reduce calculation errors, prepare results for reporting and publication. This becomes the foundation for report cards and student performance analysis. Report and compliance. After results have been entered and processed, the next step is report, where the school can generate and manage student report cards. In this section, the admin can prepare report cards using the academic records already captured in the system. The platform can now organize student performance into a proper report format automatically, based on the captured information like session, classes, subjects, exam types, result entries, etc. From the report card area, the school can generate a student's academic report in a structured layout. This typically includes student details, CA and exam scores, total scores, grades, positions or performance summaries, term and session information, school branding such as logo, name, and signature areas. This makes it easier for schools to move from raw score entry to a presentable report card without manual formatting. With this feature, schools can produce report cards faster, reduce errors, and maintain a more professional reporting process. Transition into finance module. Now that the academic setup is complete and students have been registered, the next step is to manage school finances. In iEdu, all financial activities are handled within the finance module. This is where the school can track payments, manage fee structures, and generate receipts automatically. Navigating to finance. To begin, the administrator navigates to the finance section from the main dashboard. Inside this module, we can see options for managing fee types, payments, receipts, financial records. Because fee types were already created earlier during setup, the system is now ready to start recording payments. Recording a payment. To record a payment, the admin clicks on Collect Payment. The payment form opens, allowing the school to capture all relevant transaction details. First, the administrator selects the student making the payment. Once the student is selected, the system can automatically retrieve the student's details, including their class and profile information. Selecting fee type. Next, the administrator selects the fee type. This could be tuition, exam fee, development levy, transport fee, or any custom fee defined by the school. This ensures that every payment is properly categorized. Entering payment details. After selecting the fee type, the admin enters the payment details, including amount paid, payment method such as cash, transfer, or POS, payment date, optional description, or notes. This allows the school to keep accurate and traceable financial records. Saving the payment. Once all details are entered, the admin saves the payment. Immediately, the system records the transaction and updates the student's payment history. This eliminates the need for manual bookkeeping or external tracking systems. Automatic receipt generation. As soon as the payment is saved, iEdu automatically generates a professional payment receipt. This receipt contains all key information, including school name and logo, student name and admission details, class and session, fee type and payment description, amount paid, payment method, date of payment, unique receipt reference. This ensures every transaction is documented clearly and professionally. Printing and sharing receipts. The generated receipt can be printed directly, downloaded as a document, or shared digitally with parents. This makes it easy for schools to maintain transparency and provide instant proof of payment. With iEdu's finance system, schools no longer need to rely on paper receipts, manual calculations, disconnected accounting tools. Everything is handled in one place, reducing errors and improving efficiency. Beyond fee collection, iEdu also helps schools manage their internal spending through the expenses feature. This allows the school to maintain accurate records of operational costs directly within the system. Here, administrators can view recorded expenses and maintain a more complete financial picture of the school. This means financial management is not limited to income alone. Expenses can also be tracked in an organized way. To record a new expense, the administrator opens the expense form and enters the necessary transaction details. The school can capture details such as the expense title or description, the amount spent, the payment method, the date, and any supporting notes. This creates a clean record for every outgoing transaction. Once saved, the expense is added to the school's financial records and becomes available for future review and reporting. With this, iEdu helps schools track both income and expenditure, giving administrators better financial visibility and accountability. Bulk SMS. iEdu also includes Bulk SMS, making it easy for schools to communicate directly with parents, guardians, or staff from within the platform. Instead of relying on separate messaging tools, the school can manage important notifications right here inside the system. From the Bulk SMS section, the administrator can prepare a message and choose the target audience. This makes it easier to send announcements, reminders, and important updates at scale. The school can compose the message, select who should receive it, and send communication in a more organized way. This is especially useful for fee reminders, school notices, exam information, and urgent announcements. By keeping communication inside the same platform, iEdu helps schools stay connected with parents and staff without breaking workflow. Transport management. Another useful module in iEdu is transport management. This feature helps schools organize their transport operations more effectively. From this section, the school can register transport resources such as buses and manage the information attached to them. To add a bus, the administrator enters details such as the bus name or number, registration number, route information, capacity, and other transport-related details. This helps the school keep its transport records structured and easy to access. Once saved, the transport record becomes part of the school's operational database. This makes it easier to manage routes, vehicles, and transport planning from within the same system. As you've seen, iEdu brings all aspects of school management into a single connected system, from student registration and academic setup to results, report cards, finance, communication, and daily operations. Everything works together seamlessly. No more paperwork, no more scattered records, no more manual calculations. With iEdu, your school can operate faster, smarter, and more efficiently. If you're a school owner, administrator, or educator looking to digitize your school and improve how things are managed, now is the time to get started. Click on Start Trial or visit www.iedu.ng/register and experience iEdu for yourself. You can use iEdu free for 1 term. Pay only when you are satisfied. iEdu, empowering Nigerian schools with technology.